It was a night like any other in this quiet suburb, where silence is usually the only neighbor, until the unthinkable happened. Sudden flashes of light cut through the darkness. The rhythmic peace of the evening was shattered by the sharp, violent cracks of gunfire. Across the street, windows that were dark moments ago began to glow as neighbors were pulled from their sleep by the chaos. Behind the curtains, terrified eyes watched the empty street, wondering if the danger was over or just beginning. In a nearby kitchen, a trembling hand clutched a phone. The dial tone was the only sound before the panicked call for help. Within minutes, the silence of the night was replaced by the morning wail of sirens as the first responders descended on the scene. Officers arrived with a sense of grim purpose, their training taking over as they stepped into the unknown. They moved in formation, weapons ready, their tactical flashlights sweeping across the lawns and driveways for any sign of a threat. Every shadow felt like a potential hiding spot as they approached the residence where the shots had originated. Inside, the air was heavy, thick with the smell of gunpowder and the chilling stillness of a crime recently committed. Then, they found her, a woman lying on the floor, her life hanging by a thread in the middle of her own living room. The transition from tactical response to life-saving measures was instantaneous. Every second was a battle against the clock. Paramedics arrived shortly after, their specialized equipment laid out across the floor as they worked to stabilize the victim. As she was wheeled out, a small crowd of neighbors gathered behind the barricades, capturing the tragedy on their glowing screens. The ambulance sped away, its sirens fading into the distance, leaving behind a neighborhood that would never be the same. Yellow tape was stretched across the driveway, a stark boundary between a home and a crime scene. Lead Detective Rollo 3 stepped onto the scene, his eyes scanning for the small details that others might miss. He pointed his gloved hand at a brass casing on the floor, the first piece of a puzzle he was determined to solve. The forensics team moved in, their camera flashes illuminating the room in bursts of artificial lightning. They measured every distance and marked every clue, documenting the remnants of a struggle that ended in violence. While the victim fought for her life in surgery, the investigation moved out into the street, house by house. Detectives asked the same questions over and over, hoping for a description, a name, or a license plate number. As the sun began to rise, the intensity of the night gave way to a cold, somber reality. The suspect had vanished into the city's vast skyline, leaving behind more questions than answers. Each piece of evidence was sealed away, a silent witness to a crime that remains an open wound for the community. The hunt for the truth continues, as investigators work tirelessly to ensure that justice is finally served. The investigation is far from over. This is a story that is still unfolding.